Human rights are essential and part of democracy in South Africa. These rights are set out in the Bill of Rights, as part of the South African Constitution. The Bill of Rights further affirms the democratic values of human dignity, equality, and freedom. In this video, we list some of the rights, which are mentioned in the Bill of Rights. Welcome back to Public Administration 101, proudly brought to you by Kano Consultants, for professional advice you can trust, as indicated. This video will list some of the rights mentioned in the South African Bill of Rights. Before we get into today's video, if you are watching this on YouTube, we would like to remind you to please check out our other videos on public administration under this channel, and don't forget to like this video and click on that subscribe button for more content. You can also support the channel by signing up to our Patreon page for early releases of our videos and for even more content. We will put the link to our page below this video. Now, let us get into today's video. Let us first define what a human right is. Human rights are moral principles or norms for a certain standard of human behavior. These are usually protected in terms of the law, even though some may be protected by law. Human rights are essentially rights that people have simply because of their existence as human beings, which means that, in most cases, they are not granted by any government, state, or nation. In South Africa, these rights are enshrined in Chapter 2 of the Constitution, which is entitled the Bill of Rights. And some of these rights are as follows. Everyone is equal before the law, and has the right to equal protection and benefit of the law. Everyone has the right to have their dignity respected and protected. Everyone has the right to life. Everyone has the right to freedom and security. No one may be subjected to slavery, servitude, or even forced labor. Everyone has the right to privacy. Everyone has the right to freedom of conscience, religion, thought, belief, and opinion. Everyone has the right to freedom of expression. Everyone has the right to assemble, to demonstrate, to picket, and to present petitions, peacefully and unarmed. Everyone has the right to freedom of association. Every citizen is free to make his or her political choice. Every citizen has the right to free, fair, and regular elections. No citizen may be deprived of citizenship. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement. Everyone has the right to leave the Republic of South Africa. Every citizen has the right to enter, to remain in, and to reside anywhere in South Africa. Every citizen has the right to a passport. Every citizen has the right to choose their trade, occupation, or profession freely. The practice of such a trade, occupation, or profession may, however, be regulated by law. Everyone has the right to fair labor practices. Everyone has the right to an environment that is not harmful to their health or well-being. No one may be deprived of property, except in terms of law of general application. However, no law may permit the arbitrary deprivation of property. Everyone has the right to have access to adequate housing. Everyone has the right to have access to healthcare services, sufficient food and water, as well as social security. Everyone has the right to a basic education, including adult basic education, and to further education, and which the state, through reasonable measures, must make progressively available and accessible. Everyone has the right to receive education in the official language, or languages of their choice, in public educational institutions, where it is reasonably practicable. Everyone has the right of access to any information held by the state, and to any information that is held by any other person, where that information is required for the exercise or protection of any rights. Everyone has the right to administrative action that is lawful, reasonable, and procedurally fair. Everyone has the right to have any dispute that can be resolved by the application of law, decided in a fair public hearing, before a court, or where appropriate, by another independent and impartial tribunal, or forum. Over and above the other stated rights, children have the following rights. Every child has the right to a name and a nationality from birth, to family care or parental care, or to appropriate alternative care when removed from the family environment, to basic nutrition, shelter, basic health care services and social services, to be protected from maltreatment, neglect, abuse, or degradation, as well as to be protected from exploitative labor practices. Furthermore, every child has the right not to be required or permitted to perform work or provide services that are inappropriate for a person of that child's age. Every child has the right not to be detained, except as a measure of last resort, and to be afforded an opportunity to have a legal practitioner assigned to him or her by the state. The Bill of Rights also extends to anyone who is arrested for allegedly committing an offense. In this instance, the Constitution states that everyone who is arrested for allegedly committing an offense has the right to remain silent, to be informed promptly of that right to remain silent, and of the consequences of not remaining silent. An accused person also has the right not to be compelled to make any confession or admission that could be used in evidence against them, and to be brought before a court as soon as reasonably possible. Anyone arrested for allegedly committing an offense also has the right, at the first court appearance after being arrested, to be charged, or to be informed of the reason for the detention, and to be released from detention, if the interests of justice allows. Before we continue, if you enjoy any of our content and would like to support the channel, you can do so by signing up to our Patreon page. You can find the link in the description below this video. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can also subscribe to our channel by searching for Kano Consultants. Now back to today's video. It is important to note that the exercising of these rights may be limited, as provided for under Section 36 of the Constitution. This means that restrictions may be placed on certain rights to either balance competing or conflicting rights, or to even harmonize rights with other public objectives. Section 36 of the Constitution specifically provides that, when limiting rights, there are certain relevant factors to be taken into account, including the nature of the right, the importance of the purpose of the limitation, the nature and extent of the limitation, the relation between the limitation and its purpose, and whether there are less restrictive means to achieve such purpose. A limitation of right will be considered lawful, in terms of Section 36 of the Constitution, when the limitation applies to all people, and not just one person or group. The limitation is reasonable and justifiable in an open and democratic society, and such limitation is based on human dignity, equality, and freedom. We've come to the end of this video on human rights, included in the Bill of Rights, as part of Chapter 2 of the South African Constitution. So, thank you for watching. Please take time to check out our other videos on public administration and public finance under this channel, where we discuss various topics relating to public administration, as well as public management and management of the public sector, including the running of government. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content. And remember to turn on the notification button to make sure that you don't miss out when we post new videos. You can also connect with us by following us on social media at Consult Kano, and continue the conversation by leaving us a comment below, or tag us on social media using the hashtag #ConsultKano. Thank you again for watching. Join us again next time for another video. Until then, check out these other videos. Kano Consultants, for professional advice you can trust.